Alright, it is your boy Xole, and we are back with another how to sound like tutorial. So in these videos I get you to comment down below the next artist for me to do, so go down to the comments and do that. So this video was requested by Sukoyomi, let me know if I'm saying your name right, and also VUK, so I thought we're gonna have to do this video. So Rex Orange County's style is very laid back. He has a very chill vibe to him. He likes to use a lot of live drums. He really likes the steel guitar, you know, throwing a bunch of chorus on the guitar. He also likes pianos a lot, any kind of piano, a keyboard or a grand piano. So we're gonna be doing everything in Ableton Live, so you can follow along if you want. And before we hop into this video, I just wanted to shout out Lily Rage and Luke Fish for participating in my last sample contest. I'm not going to explain it because that's going to take too long. If you want to know what that was, click right here or right here. I don't really know which one it's going to be. One of them. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is set the BPM. You can set the BPM to whatever you want. There's not a set BPM for the Rex Orange County style, but I'm feeling something slow, so I'm going to go with an 81. So I might end up making 2 Rex Orange County videos because there's a lot of distinct sounds for Rex Orange County, but in this video we're going to stick to the piano-based song. So we are going to insert 3 MIDI tracks. So 2 of these are going to be grand pianos, and then one of them is going to be a bright marimba. So the reason I did this is because I want a grand piano and a marimba to start the song off. I want the mallet to be complementing the piano, and I want to give this first piano a wavy feel, and then this marimba is going to be really bright, and then this will be our second piano, and I want this piano to come in the verse. Instead of having this piano be wavy and low, I want it to sound like a really reverbed grand piano. Alright, so here are our 3 instruments. So let's give a listen to this wavy piano. And if you can hear that reverb, as you can see, I don't have any reverb over here, so where's it coming from? It's coming from this return track B, and I just have a Valhalla reverb going through that, and this is where you control how much of that return track you want. So I thought that was too much. We're keeping it at -10, and then let's listen to it with this marimba. We're going to need to throw on some audio effects, but before we do, let me show you this other piano. So this piano is going to be our second verse, or technically our first verse, because I kind of want this to be our chorus, and then this will just be a quick intro. So let's throw some audio effects on these instruments. Alright, so I ended up keeping it pretty simple. Don't have too many effects on here. So let's listen to our wavy piano again. As you can see, I threw on this RC20, which is a cool plugin that gives your sounds unique feels. So I wanted more of a organ vibe to this piano, so I threw on that RC20. And as you can see, I moved it 5 to the right, so it's just a little bit to the right. And the reason I did that is because I want this marimba to be on the left. And this marimba, I just threw on some chorus, and then I made it focus on the highs. So let's listen to these 2 instruments again. There we go. And then here is our high piano. As you can see, I threw on some sidewinder because I want it to be really present on the sides of your ears. and then I brought up the highs just to bring out the reverb that I threw on afterwards. So these notes are just hit a little bit too hard. Maybe it's just these bottom, yeah, right here. There we go. All right, so time for bass. I think we all know what bass I'm gonna go with. Let's see what I end up choosing. All right, so we have our electric bass drive, my favorite bass in Ableton. I just really think it has a lot of character to it. So we're just going to draw a little bass riff. Let's see what we come up with. All right, guys, so this is what I ended up coming up with. But it's gonna need a little bit of audio effects. And there we go. So, as you can see, I leave out the start of this bass in the first verse. And the reason I did that is because I wanted a, delayed drop. So I want the piano to come in just by itself with some vocals, and then the drums and the bass to come in at the same time. So let's work on our drums now. For Rex Orange County, you're gonna want some really live drums. So an easy way you can do that is by using your reverb the right way. Have it focused on the highs, and usually choose like a small room reverb to give you that tight feel. All right, so here we have our drums. So for the hi-hat, I wanted something lively. And as you can see, I have some reverb from the return track. Definitely throw reverb on your hi-hats if you're going for a Rex Orange County feel. And then another thing you're gonna wanna do, as you can see, both of these hi-hats are different. And the reason I did that is because I don't want the hi-hats just to be like I want it to be like because you want to give that live feel and you want to bring that rhythm in. And then another thing that you can see, the hi-hats aren't right on the beat, and that delayed feel is going to give you some groove, which is a big part of Rex Orange County. So here are our hi-hats. Let's actually take some of these highs out. Actually, we want a little bit more. So now let's listen to the hi-hats with the snare. And we have a little bit of reverb on this snare too. And that's also a big part of Rex Orange County, is to throw on not too much reverb, but just a little bit of reverb on your snares. Let's throw on an EQ. All right, I like that. And then here is our kick. So I threw on this drum bus to really give that punch, that early punch that you need with a kick, because this sample was just wasn't hitting right, I wanted to give it a little bit more punch and a little bit more bass. And then the reason I threw on this EQ is because I don't want this kick to be loud on every hertz range. And then we have just a light little crash right here. And then we have two perks that you can just barely hear. They sound pretty good in the overall track. So let's listen to the chorus. Time for vocals. All right, so here are our vocals. I apologize in advance for stealing all your girls. So Rex Orange County's voice is really unique, and there's really no way I can replicate it because he is from Britain, and I didn't want to try to go for a British accent. I just wanted to stick with my own voice, which is garbage, but chose to do it anyway. So right here is my vocals template. If you want to learn how to make this, go check out this video somewhere. So I threw on the template and I took off all the delays, and I also turned down the reverb because Rex Orange County's voice is really present, you know, in your face, and he has those crackles in his voice that give his voice that really cool characteristic. So here's what we have.
I guess she just wanna find somebody like me.
It's beautiful.
Like me. Yeah.
Okay, and then I ended up duplicating the vocals and moving all of the audio just a little bit to the right on this second channel. So it's a little bit delayed from the first. And the second channel is the reverb. So as you can see, the reverb is more prominent on this vocal chain. And I also threw on this EQ, and I brought the sides up. I switched the EQ to mid-side instead of stereo, which is what it's usually on. Switched it to mid-side, and I took some of those highs out from the mid, and then I also bumped up the highs on the sides. So this is what our reverb vocals sound like. And it sounds really good, just a little bit delayed from the regular vocals.
I guess she just wanna find somebody like me. Like me.
Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something about how to make a track Rex Orange County styled. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, that's about it.
I guess she just wanna find somebody like me. Like me. It's too bad she can't see in front of her face. It's a disgrace, I know.